A country that straddles two continents, separated by a narrow strait, where people are about to decide their future. On April 16, Turkey will hold a referendum to decide whether to take a new direction with a presidential system or stick with the current parliamentary one. Millions of Turks will exercise their democratic right in a vote that has divided Turkish society between evet meaning yes and hayır meaning no. We traveled across Turkey from the Bosphorus to the mountains of Anatolia, stopping at Turkey's main historical sites along the way. This journey is about the people of this country and how they see their future. Our first stop is on the Asian side of the Bosphorus, where we meet Remzi Etiz. The cobbler's eyes are set on the job at hand, but his thoughts are on voting yes in the referendum.
Şimdiye kadar Tayyip Cumhurbaşkanımız her şeyin iyisi yaptı. Kimsenin yapmadığını o yaptı. Yani umarım her şey güzelini yapar o.
Various political parties are jockeying for votes in Üsküdar. Volunteers do whatever they can to attract undecided voters and convince them to vote their way.
Any given day, you see thousands of people that walk these streets. Today it's special because political parties have set up tents. You've got the CHP there, the AK Party and MHP have set up their tents here, and they're handing out flyers like this. For the AK Party, they're calling for a yes vote on April 16th. For the CHP, they're calling for a no vote. The question is, are these flyers resonating with people? And what do they think about the whole referendum exercise?
We leave Istanbul and make our way south to the Aegean coast. The air gets warmer and a golden hue tinges the skyline. Welcome to Izmir, Turkey's third largest city. The city prides itself on its secular tradition and its Turkish pride. Izmir is often described as a fortress of Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, the founder of the modern Turkish Republic, and for his followers, there's a lot riding on the referendum.
İşgali ve işgal sonrasını yaşamış bir kent olarak demokrasi ve özgürlüklerin elden gitmesi olayına sıcak bakmıyor. Atatürk ilkelerine, devrimlerine sahip çıkmak istiyor ve bu referanduma büyük oranda o şekilde bakıyor.
But the ideal of Turkish nationalism as articulated by Atatürk was also built on the suppression of other identities. There are many who feel they've been discriminated against. Groups like the Roma minority, for example, which for decades had limited rights. They've been living in the slum for generations. It's there where we met Ahmet Batırlı. He told us how the Roma suffered and how their voices were finally heard in 2001.
1923'te Türkiye Cumhuriyeti'nin ilk kuruluş tarihinden bu yana Romanlar hiçbir zaman anımsanmadı, yok sayıldı. Söylemiştir ya Atatürk, egemenlik kayıtsız şartsız milletindir. İşte bunu sözde değil, özde olarak gösteren tek liderdir.
The vote can swing either way on April 16th. As we continue our journey, we're left wondering what direction Turkey might take. Our attention is soon diverted to this wonder of nature. It's known as the fairy chimneys. The otherworldly formations are the result of thousands of years of erosion. It's a nice break before our next stop, the capital. Ankara thrives on politics, and Turkey is run from here. Now the referendum has added a new layer of political intrigue and renewed rivalry between the ruling AK Party and the opposition CHP. For the ruling party, a presidential system is essential to realize Turkey's economic potential.
Genel seçim veya yerel seçim değil, manası çok daha büyük. Ülkemizin önümüzdeki 10 yıllarını, 100 yıllarını etkileyecek çok reformist, özgürlükçü, rasyonel, akılcı bir
hükümet sistemi modeli öngörmekte.
But the opposition CHP thinks the referendum an unnecessary exercise, which will only hurt democracy.
Yani Türkiye'nin böyle çok dar kalıplı kimlik siyasetine hapsolmaması lazım. Bunu aşması lazım. Önümüzdeki yıllarda, 10 yıllarda bunun üstüne çıkması, gerçek bir demokrasiyi oturtması, kimliklerin değil ama siyasi anlayışların, gelişmiş siyasi anlayışların mecliste temsil edilmesi lazım.
The divisions in Ankara reflect those of people in towns and cities across Turkey, and so far in our journey, the vote seems evenly split between yes and no. But in southern Turkey's Hatay province, songs of unity and brotherhood silence the divisions. An interfaith choir sings to promote harmony among different faiths. All raise their voices as equal citizens of Turkey.
Farklı kültürden insanlar kültürlerini aktarıyorlar diğer farklı kültürden olan insanlara. Bu da ön yargıları yıkıyor bana göre. Biz de bunları insanlara gene aktarıyoruz. Ön yargıları yıkmalarını söylüyoruz. Barış istiyoruz diyoruz.
İnsanlara bir şekilde barışı, kardeşliği, sevgiyi, birlikte yaşamanın ne demek olduğunu göstermeye çalışıyoruz. İnsanlar bilmiyor mu bunu? Muhtemelen bilmiyordur. Bir yerlerinde bir eksiklik var demektir.
It's a moment of hope as we continue our journey. The sound of unity is in sharp contrast to deep divisions. The road takes us to Eskisehir, a university town with many young students. There we meet a veteran journalist turned politician, Utku Çakirozer. He represents the opposition CHP and is confident of a no vote on April 16th.
17 Nisan sabahı bir evet sonucu çıkacağını düşünmüyorum. Hem Eskişehir'de hem Türkiye'nin geri kalanında gördüğüm bir hayırın, net bir hayır çıkacağı konusunda. Ama eğer bir halkımızın takdiri evet yönünde olursa tabii ki buna saygı duyacağız.
Utku's words resonate with some students. Banu Biraktuk says she will vote no because she believes in a parliamentary system.
Bizim geleceğimiz hakkında bir karar veriyorlar ve kendi geleceğimin eşitlikçi, layık, sosyal ve bir hukuk devleti tarafından yönetilmesini istiyorum. Umuyorum 16 Nisan'dan sonra her şey daha güzel olacak ve ülkece tüm problemlerimizi çözeceğiz.
But even in the university town there are some who want to change the system.
Şu anda mevcut olan parlamenter sistem yerine bu parlamenter sistemin sıkıntılarını gidermeye yönelik ve aynı zamanda bulunan vesayet kalıntılarını kaldırarak daha güçlü ve daha büyük bir Türkiye yolunda adım atmak için Cumhurbaşkanlığı hükümet sistemini benimseme yolunda bir tercihte bulunacağız.
From the safe, liberal confines of Eskisehir, we turn towards a region that has had a lot of violence in recent years. A tense game of dama is being played in the center of Diyarbakır. The harder the block hits the deck, the more intense it gets. But the tensions beyond the game are playing on the minds of people here. The police keep a watchful eye on the proceedings. The PKK terror group remains a threat a year after it was forcibly pushed from this area.
In late 2015, months after a tentative ceasefire between the outlawed PKK and the Turkish state collapsed, this entire area behind me became a battleground after PKK terrorists moved in and set up barricades here and started launching attacks on Turkish security forces.
Tens of thousands of people were displaced as a result of the fighting. An estimated 60% of the Sur district was destroyed.
Mağdur olmuş olan halk hem devlete hem de örgüte tamamen uzak duruyor. Yani daha önce HDP için oy kullanmış olanlar veyahut da hükümet için oy kullanmış olanlar şu anda tamamen kararsızlar olarak nitelendiriliyor.
The predominantly pro-Kurdish and PKK-linked HDP won elections from Diyarbakir in 2015. But since then, its leaders have been imprisoned, including Selahattin Demirtas, who's accused of supporting terrorism and the PKK. People in Diyarbakir say the HDP has largely been inactive in the referendum debate here.
Ben burada vekil seçmişim, vekilim yok. Belediye başkanı seçtim, hiçbiri yok. Niye evet diyeceğim? Anayasayı okuyamıyoruz, anlatmıyorlar ki. Neyine evet diyeyim yani?
But Adil Aydın, who sells cheese and olives in Sur, will be voting yes, because he thinks a yes vote might give the peace process a chance.
Evet olursa inanıyorum ki çözüm sürecine tekrar dönülecek. Barış masasına tekrar dönülecek. Tahminimiz bu yönde gösteriliyor ve herhalde yanlış olmazsa bazı adımlar yavaş yavaş atılıyor.
The referendum offers hope, but peace remains elusive. With this in mind, we leave Diyarbakir and head north towards Kars. The 9-hour journey takes us through rolling hills and running streams. This part of Turkey is untouched by the bulldozers of progress. If it wasn't for the road in front of us, we might as well have been traveling back in time. But our destination is Kars. A few buildings reveal a Russian influence. The town was in fact occupied by the Russians in the 1800s and was retaken by the Turks only after World War I. There, dozens of tea shops or chai ocağı line the streets in the center of the city. Inside, we meet a group of men who aren't aware of the feverish divisions the referendum has induced elsewhere.
Ya referandum şimdi bu kadar bir önemli bir şey değil ki kardeşim. Sen Cumhurbaşkanı olmuşsun, Başbakan olmuşsun, şey yapmışsın. Yani şimdi bu şeyleri yaptığın zaman biz anlamıyoruz ki nedir bu referandum? Evet mi desek, hayır mı desek? Evet desek niye dedik? Hayır desek niye dedik?
Kars lies at the edge of Anatolia, and beyond these mountains is the Black Sea. It's where we're heading next. After a few hours of driving, the sun rises. We arrive in Trabzon. The city was a Byzantine colony that was before the Ottomans took over. People sell their catch, as they have for many millennia. But now there's talk of change. And most of the fish sellers seem to have decided which way to vote.
Bu süreci evet olarak nitelendirip ülkemizi iyi yerlere getireceğiz. Bizim hakkımız bir evetimiz var, onu da vereceğiz. Gerisini artık Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımız yapacak.
We've been circling around Turkey for 2 weeks now, and our journey is coming to an end. This area is known for its whirling dervishes, who mimic the cyclical nature of life, which begins in the darkness of the womb and ends with the darkness of the grave. We're in Konya, the heartland of Turkey's conservative movement. Posters of President Erdogan are everywhere, a sign that this region will be voting yes. While President Erdogan occupies billboards dotting the skyline of Konya, there can be little doubt the man buried under the green minaret behind me occupies the heart and soul of the people of the city. He lived 810 years ago, but the city of Konya still swirls around the spirit of Jalaluddin Rumi. He's considered as one of Islam and the world's greatest poet.
Evet diyende, hayır diyende, efendime söyleyeyim, aynı gemide olduğumuz için biz saygı duyacağız. Onlar da bize saygı duyacaklar. Yani çok şey değişti, çok şey daha değişeceğine inanıyorum ben. Sonuçta Mevlana'nın hoşgörüsünden dolayı sonunun hayırlı olmasını diliyorum. Hayır olur inşallah.
Today, Rumi's tomb draws tens of thousands of reverent followers each day, and beyond the grave, his message resonates across Turkey. And as the referendum on April 16 draws closer, Turkey remains divided between yes and no. And as our journey comes to an end, we realize that these competing visions are still part of one dream: for a country at a crossroads.